Alright guys, continuing on Trash to Treasure, wanted to point out another resource that you can take advantage of. This is a very large Gatorade bottle, and this can be used for a couple different things. Number one, you got a container. Once you've boiled water in, say, your aluminum can that you found, you can dump it into this container to cool or to save and preserve. Because typically what you want to be mindful of is that in the event that you're lost in a survival scenario and you have to live off of what resources you have, or you can produce, or you can forage, when you find water, you want to drink as much as you can possibly drink before leaving that site, and fill any containers that you can fill so you can make it to the next site. Now this is in case that you are, in the case that you are trying to self-rescue. Most scenarios, you're going to be better off to stay put, establish a base camp, build up signaling fires, and wait for rescue. But in the event that you choose to self-rescue, you find water, you want to drink as much of it as you possibly can. And you want your urine to be clear. If there's a yellow tint to your urine, that's a sign of dehydration. And honestly, most people, when they go out into the woods, they're already dehydrated because we tend to drink a lot of coffee and soda that doesn't give us the same hydration qualities as regular water. So before you go on an outing, drink plenty of water before you head into the woods. But back to this Trash to Treasure, you have a container, alright? So we've established that. Another thing I wanted to show you is that you can take your knife. You see this little bit of a pinch right here? Kind of cut just above that pinched in area. And cut it all the way around, just cutting the container in half. Okay, then you can remove the lid and force it reverse-wise back into this container. Now, what you have created is a funnel trap. So what happens is the fish, crawdads, minnows, they go into this area, they go into the mouth of the Gatorade bottle, and they're stuck inside this bottle. Now, this one didn't place as well as I would have liked, but if you have a little tape, you can tape the two together, or if you can cut it at the right point before the pinch, then it can kind of force its way in there and have a little plastic to hold on to itself. And so you have a funnel trap. You can also use this on the ground for mammals such as mice, and you can also use this for scorpions and things of that nature that can produce food for yourself. Another resource or advantage you can take of this resource is cordage. So if you take this bottle here and you cut strips of the plastic all the way around, you can produce some cordage that's pretty strong, especially for shelter building. Just take your time, work your way all the way around the bottle. See, I slipped and I cut off a piece, but if you take a look, that is pretty strong cord. Made from plastic. That's pulling as hard as I could. So usually if you have your belt knife, you can get maybe a little more control. There's a means of fashioning a jig, so to speak, from a sapling to make this process a little more of an even cut. But if you take your time, your knife is fairly sharp, you can process this bottle down into cordage. And cordage is one of those materials that I told you before that are one of the hardest to reproduce in nature. I'll take a specific skill set, and so finding these resources that are man-made that you can use to fashion the resources that you need. such as cordage. I guess I shouldn't call this rope because rope is made out of a natural fiber or material. This is a cordage. So it didn't take me too long there. This is good 2 foot 30 inches, somewhere around in there. There's a thin spot there, but I could use this to fashion or to lash trees together, and take my time, cut that down, and can make myself some cordage, which is a great resource and a much needed resource when it comes to increasing your chances of survivability. So just wanted to continue on the series of Trash to Treasure, show you to take advantage of these plastic bottles that you see laying around. Use them for traps, use them for cordage, use them for containers, and increase your chances of survival. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope this has helped you. God bless.